Hello everyone and welcome back to Body Connection Project. Have you ever wanted to learn the handstand? Being able to go upside down, and simply to play, but you don't know how and where to get started. Well, today I'll be giving you all the progressions, even if you're a complete beginner, into mastering your own handstand. We will cover the balance, strength, mobility drills, and all the progression in order for you to confidentially hold your handstand. No matter your level, this guide will help you to get started in the right way. So now let's see directly how we can do it. I was saying before that handstand is like standing on your hands. Now imagine that you're standing on your hands, or even when you're standing just normally, you have something we call overbalance and underbalance. If I don't want to fall over or under, what I have to do, I have to press with my toes, okay, or heels. Same in the handstand, hands are your key points to the ground, right? So you will have to spread your fingers and then press, okay? When it's too much forward, I will press with my fingers. Too much backward, press. Overbalance, underbalance. Overbalance, underbalance. But how I can play with this overbalance and underbalance, right, that more or less are here? Well, I will have to learn how to stack all the key points. For example, in the handstand, when I'm upside down, I want to elevate the shoulders and I want to have my wrist aligned or stuck on my shoulder. My shoulder core is engaged, is aligned with my hips, and then legs will slightly be pointed and be a little bit forward. So when I'm stuck into this position, same like now, I don't go anywhere. You see, I don't fall forward, I don't fall backward. This is why when you're into banana handstand, when there is no core, there is no shoulders engaged, when you learn how to engage everything, you have a straight alignment. So let's see now how we can condition a wrist, a shoulders, and how we can strengthen foundations for the handstand. Now, before we go into all these movements, let's understand a little bit the handstand. Now, first of all, why you want to learn the handstand? Well, we talk about strength, balance, having control over your body, and simply having fun. You see, I learned the handstand when I started practicing the handstand when I was 35. Now I'm 42 years, so it's been 7 years. It's a constant learning process, and it's really nice. It's a personal challenge to be able to go upside down and just playing with my body. It's all about playing and having fun. Before we go, for example, to see the foundations, the wrist, the shoulders, and the strength foundations, I want to take a second just to tell you the key importance or key muscles involved in the handstand. When we talk about handstand, there is few different things that have to happen. I will have to engage my core, squeeze my glutes, being able to open up the shoulders, so to elevate my scapula, because otherwise I will be in banana handstand. Same will be also with engagement of the core, and obviously shoulder engagement. And one another thing is that also there is a fear of falling. So in the beginning, we're gonna go to see all of this process, how we can condition the wrist, condition the joints, and then strengthening and opening. Now let's go directly to see. So first thing, we're gonna start with warming up the wrist. The wrist very important because we're gonna go on hands. We work with flexion and extension of the wrist. So we're gonna put some pressure on one side, extending, playing. Same like warm up we did also for push-ups, and playing a little bit around. So this is gonna be the first thing. We can go with circles, we can play on the floor. And for example, from the floor, the good thing is that slowly we're gonna start putting pressure and putting weight on our joints, on the wrist, and slowly. So for example, the closer I am to my body, the more it's easy because I can control how much weight I put. The more further I go, the more weight I can put on my wrist. So here, for example, the same. We're gonna stretch, lean back, and then play a little bit, and then slowly, for example, playing with pushing, hands on the floor, and just simply warm up. You will see how all this part is getting much more hot, and yeah, we're gonna be ready. So it's about the wrist. We have palm of the hands, learning how to be able to press with the fingers, and yeah, so this is gonna be the first thing. Warm up the wrist, and then now we're going into warm up. After the wrist, we're gonna go with shoulders. So shoulders, for example, we can start opening up, bringing the scapula slightly all the way up. So being able to elevate the scapula, coming back, elevate it, coming back. Then we can slowly start warming up warming up shoulders, opening the shoulders. And also another good way, for example, also here we can spend 1-2 minutes in warming up the shoulders from each directions, from one, from the other side. A good thing can also be, for example, using the dislocation of the shoulders. We can use the band, we can also use the stick and then simply open. Obviously with the band is a little bit more easy, because if my shoulders are not too much open, the moment I come here, you see that I can slightly open more, coming straight. I want to be able to do this with straight arms without bending my elbows. And again, we just want to warm up a little bit shoulders. Same way we did also with the wrist. Same scapula. Also we have chance here to, for example, use the cable and then slowly elevate and use a little bit more as assistance to get a little bit more started. Now let's say directly we're gonna go to see some strength. When it comes to strength and foundation for handstand, first of all, we need to be able to hold the body upside down. In order for us to do that, we can start with the elevated plank, or we can go with something more harder that can be elevated surface or even the wall. On the elevated surface, this is how it's gonna look like. I can go on my knees. I wanna have my hands shoulder width apart, open the palm of my hand, pressing with my fingertips, and then from here, try to elevate my scapula and hold. Obviously, what I want to do here is fully elevate and simulate the handstand. If this is too easy, what I can do is being able to bring the whole weight. Now the next thing from here is going to be slowly to work on the shoulder tap, one side, another side, one side, another side, and then slowly condition my shoulders to be able to hold me upside down and to be able also to play. From here, possibly we're gonna go 10 repetitions and repeat for 10 reps. And this is also for balance and control of your body. Our next step for strength is gonna be building up the shoulder strength. We can work on pike push-ups. In the last video, we said that pike push-up, we start first from floor and then slowly we can make it harder and elevate it until it becomes handstand push-ups against the wall. So how we can do that? I will go again, shoulder width apart, bring my hips all the way up, complete the move by completely elevating the shoulders, sending shoulders forward, leaning, controlling the movement, and come back, leaning forward and back. Same thing. When this becomes too easy, I can slightly elevate the surface, bring in more weight, and again, leaning, and complete the move. Here, in order for you to build up a nice strength, possibly do 3 sets from 8 to 12 repetitions, and this is gonna be for shoulder strength. Let's move to the next one. Neck movement in the strength foundation is gonna be a hollow body hold. I'm gonna demonstrate on the elevated surface. I, for example, like to use the stick. In order for that, it's just to activate even my shoulder more and similar to handstand. So here is gonna simulate how is actually to hold the body position. I wanna squeeze my glutes, I wanna engage my legs. Everything is pointed. From here, what I wanna do, I wanna elevate my scapula, keep my core engaged, and then keeping everything tight and go all the way straight. You see, I don't wanna arch my back. There's gonna be a lot of pressure. This is how banana handstand will look like, or even when my shoulders are not open. What I wanna do from here is engaging my core, my glutes, elevating the scapula, and be able to hold. If you're not strong enough, you will see that here, the more you hold, your body is gonna start shaking and you will feel it. But this is how it's gonna look like, and this is gonna help me also with the engagement, what we say before, the key points that we need to hold the handstand. So it's being able to squeeze and engage your legs, being able to squeeze and engage your glutes and your core, opening the shoulders, elevating the shoulders, and fully extend your body. Now the next step is gonna be even more interesting. We're gonna work on wall walks. Another key point for strength foundation of the shoulders is gonna be the wall walks. So we can start for the low position and then slowly walk, 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 walk. We can go also all the way against the wall and slowly we're back. Now we can also go all the way back down, or we can stay in high plank position and again slowly walk. The only one thing here, just understand how high your legs can go. If you put them too fast all the way high, you will need to use more strength on your shoulders and walk. It's gonna condition the wrist, it's gonna work on the shoulder, core is gonna be engaged, and also in the end can give you this nice sensation of the handstand. Our first progression of being upside down is gonna be the L-shaped hold. We're gonna hold the position in this L shape. We're gonna technically take away half of our body weight. It's something we're already familiar with because we was already in the beginning conditioning the shoulders to being able, with the shoulder taps, to go upside down. What I wanna do, I wanna elevate the shoulders, squeeze my core, and I wanna be able to do at least 3 sets, holding for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and become comfortable. Once when I have that, I'm ready to go into the next step. Again, use parallels, use your hands, whatever is more comfortable for you. Our second move is going to be a wall kick up. Now there is few different ways that we can do it. Number one, see, I will use parallels. What I want to do is coming slowly closer and being able to elevate my hips, okay? Then I have option of finding my dominant leg, then kick all the way up and put both legs together. When I put both legs together, you see, if I'm far away from the wall, it's really difficult for me to engage the core. In order for me to engage the core, I will have to be more or less in the front, right? Because this will be the handstand. So what I can do, for example, is being able to do my kick up, but instead of putting both legs forward on the wall, I can learn how to do it with one leg. You remember before, overbalance, underbalance? This is how it's gonna look like. From here, I wanna jump, and core will be engaged. Slowly come back. Jump. Slowly come back. I want you to try to do 5 reps with each leg. Find which one will be a dominant leg and then make it this way. What I want also to do is be able to engage my core and not go with both legs immediately on the wall, because if I'm a little bit further from the wall, I'm gonna create this banana handstand. We're ready for the next move. After these 2 progressions, our body is gonna be already used to go upside down. What we wanna do now, we wanna hold the handstand for time. For example, here, what I wanna do, I wanna be able to go from 15, 20, 30 seconds, then build up even to 1 minute. Okay? I can go by going against the wall, again, bring your hips high, jump, and hold. One thing that is not gonna be easy here is to engage your core. So you can also slightly bring one leg forward, just hold for time. Sometimes we will see that the scapula collapse, bring it all the way up and hold. 15 to 20 seconds. This will be the first way. The second way, more difficult, is gonna be facing the wall. In facing the wall, the only problem is that you will have to walk all the way back in order for you to go and be able to hold. But it's going to be much better when it comes to core engagement. Now you're ready for the next progression. Now that we complete the wall assisted progressions, we are ready for balance and freestanding practice. First move is going to be a freestanding kick up. Here, for example, once when I have my position, I just want to kick, same like before, finding the alignment and come back. Kick, finding the alignment, come back. Now you don't have to kick too fast, okay? Slowly, it's not a hoist and hold. I just want to be able to kick and kick all the way back. Here we want to go into 3 sets of 5 reps. Nice and slowly build, so you're ready for the next progression. Our next move is going to be wall taps against the wall. Here we're going to learn how to build time under tension, being able to be upside down, and learning how to make a small micro adjustments. So remember before, we was going against the wall, and we play with one leg, not together. So here is how now we're gonna bring this to the next level. Slowly, 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 we're gonna learn how to play with this overbalance and underbalance, making it smaller, smaller, smaller. Lock everything. Everything is tight all the way. Bring the legs in the same time and touch. You see, the more you play, the more you can go slower and just make the handstand more easy. After this, we're ready for the last progression. Welcome to your last progression. Here, we're gonna go with wall pull away. We're gonna face the wall, and then we're gonna slightly put the pressure on their arms. Learn how to use our balance of press with the fingers or with parallels if you work on, and then slowly go away from the wall. So here, the only one thing is gonna be just the way how you enter. I will use parallels again because of my wrist. Now that I'm here, I wanna squeeze everything, be able to be in a handstand, lean forward, and slowly push. When I get more free, learn and go back. Learn and go back. You see here, it's all about slowly taking away, pushing away from the wall and learn how to get into the balance. Once you can master that, 3 to 5 reps, then you're finally mastering the handstand. Let's see how we can now put all together. That was it. You master all the progressions. That's amazing. Remember that very important, you safe in everything you do. This is why the first thing we learn, once when we go upside down, how we can just move on the side, fell on the side, or even roll over. It's really important we understand how to use the fingers, okay, or even with parallels, to control our move, to be able to learn the overbalance, underbalance. It's really important we understand the key engagement of the muscles so we don't go into banana handstand, all the openings we need and engagement. And yeah, now for example, how to structure the program. Well, minimum I would say will be to train 3 times a week. Day number 1, for example, is gonna be strength and basics. Day number 2 can be using entrance in a handstand, learning how to pick up, how to jump in the handstand in all variations, and just the basic drills. Day number 3, for example, I will use it to only hold the handstand, or to work on the hold and control. Also here you can use both sides. You can use facing the wall, against the wall, or even freestanding. Now here, for example, now it's your turn. It's your turn to work on the basics, to stay consistent, to build up your strength in order for you to master all the progressions and be able to master your handstand. If you found value in this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, share with your friends who want to learn or master the handstand. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next one. Bye.